Okay, so let's now define some important trigonometric identities that you need to know and recall every time when you are verifying trigonometric identities, and also when you are solving equations involving trigonometric functions. Okay, so to do that, to start with some basic trig identities, then from there we extend. So let's say basic trig identities. So the basic ones are sec theta is equal to 1 over cos theta. So you need to know this. Okay, then part 2, we have cosec theta is equal to 1 over sine theta. Okay, so abbreviation of cosec theta you can write as CSC. So if you want, you can write this as CSC. That means cosec. Okay, then part 3, where tan theta is equal to sine theta over cos theta. Okay, then number 4, we have the cotangent, which is abbreviated as cot, which is equal to the reciprocal of tan theta. Okay, so these are the 4 basic identities that you need to know. Okay, yeah, then okay, so the second types of the identities, we call them the relationship. So let me say relationship between identities, between trig functions. Okay, so the relationship that exists between cos and sine, and the relationship that exists between sec and tangent. So here the first relationship is sine squared theta plus cos squared theta, it's equal to 1. So that's a relationship that exists between the two. Then the second relationship, which we can derive from this one here, that is by dividing this in equation here. If you divide this equation throughout with cos theta, we are going to obtain the identity, which is 1 plus tan squared theta equal to sec squared theta. Okay, so this is the relationship that exists. So I'm putting these stars, meaning that you have to remember this or memorize this. Okay, yeah, so then the third part is when you divide this. So we can get this by dividing through by sine theta, but now if you divide through by cos theta, you are going to obtain an identity 1 plus cot squared theta equal to cosec. So you can write this cosec squared theta. Okay, yeah, so these are the very important identity that you need to make sure you remember. Then let us look at the double angle identity as well. Double angle identity. Okay, so the double angle identity, the first one, we have cos A plus B. So cos A plus B is given by cos A cos B. This sign changes here. We have minus. We have minus sine A sine B. Okay, then part 3, the negative version of that. Okay, so let me say now the negative, this is the cos A plus B. Then from here we can have also cos A minus B, and this is given by cos A. A is an angle here, cos B, then this will be plus here, sine A sine B. Okay, then the second type of an identity is for sine A plus B. This is equal to sine A cos B. The sign maintains. What changes is the trig ratios. So here we have so sine A cos B, then sine B cos A. If there's a minus here in between, then this becomes, if it is cos sine A minus B, this becomes sine A cos B minus sine B cos A. Okay, then the double angle identity for tangent, tan A plus B is equal to tan A plus tan B divided by, so this sign which is here is the one that follows in the numerator here, divided by minus tan A multiplied by tan B. Okay, so you can easily remember this because this sign here which is here is the one that is in the numerator. That means in the denominator it will be the opposite of this sign. Okay, then what about there's a minus here? So if there's a minus here, the minus will be here, there will be a plus. Okay, let me just write it. What I mean is, if it was tan A, if it was tan A minus B, this would be tan A minus tan B, all this divided by 1 plus tan A tan B. Okay, so these are the double angle identities. Okay, let us now also look at the half angle identities. So I'm giving you all the important identities that you need for you to answer any questions that you may be asked. Okay, these ones are called half angle identities. So the first one is sine theta over 2 is equal to the square root of 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2, so twice of this angle. Then the third one is tan theta over 2 is equal to sine theta over 1 plus cos theta, of which when you rationalize this, you obtain 1 minus cos theta divided by sine theta. Okay, so these are the only identities that are important for you to answer questions. So in the next lesson, we'll apply them. Thank you so much.